While living in a globalized world, the static positionality of individuals is becoming the exception rather than the norm. When we changed our lifestyle to mobile dwelling, we were looking for a fresh breeze away from the crowded center.
After 3 years of mobile dwelling in South America, we have finally reached the Northern Hemisphere. We arrived in Mompiche, a piece of paradise on the Ecuadorian coast, 100 kilometers to the north from the equator.
We are halfway through our journey from Ushuaia to Alaska. However, the biggest challenge is still ahead of us.
Usually, when we arrive to a new place, we go for a walk to discover the area and plan our stay. We enjoy exploring new places together alone as much as we enjoy interacting with locals.
According to Charles Darwin, many of the marine inhabitants of the Galapagos archipelago range thousands of miles beyond their confines. They produce new varieties, and when such varieties return to their ancient homes, they would be ranked as a new and distinct species.
In other words, as we travel, we evolve.
Ahora le vamos a donar esta cabeza de pescado.
¿Este todo? No, ese no es. Te agradezco mucho, pero no podemos. Mompiche is a small fisherman town, and on our first day, we already made many friends.
Luis invited us to cook the fish we had been gifted in his place. He brought some shrimps too.
Once we arrived, we cleaned the fish, collected some branches to cut, and started preparing the fire.
Ahorita, en estos tiempos, no hay nada mejor que esto aquí en Mompiche. Esto es único. Esto es lo más lindo y lo más hermoso que hay. La ricura que Dios brinda es algo demasiado hermoso. ¿Está bien? Es algo simple.
We had a priceless experience preparing an authentic fresh dish with locals. A traditional plate with lemon, salt and fish cooked on banana leaves. A memory we will cherish forever.
The anthropologist Anna Tsing says, one value of keeping precarity in mind is that it makes us remember that changing with circumstances is the stuff of survival.
Looking for a place to sleep every night can be an adventure on its own. We always lean towards being surrounded by nature rather than spending the night in a city.
Being on the move teaches us how to get over the fear imposed by society of having the certainty of the future by changing the mindset of how to see life, not as a goal, but as a journey. The anthropologist Tim Ingold, through his concept of dwelling, suggests apprehending the world not as a matter of building, but of dwelling, not of making a view of the world, but of taking up a view in it. Hey mom, كيفك?
Hello, Tant.
تمام.
You too. Take care, Tant. Speak to you soon. They are a bit anxious for you to come.
I mean, yeah, it would be nice to visit like the last year. It's gonna take more time, I think, until we have many visas apparently in the way. So let's see, it's gonna happen this time.
Hopefully, yes. But now, for now, let's concentrate on
Yeah.
entering Colombia first.
We concentrate on Colombia and then we see the rest of the journey. But I think it's gonna be.
Hopefully, yes, because we are getting closer and closer. So
Yeah.
we better get in.
Yeah, we will.
The next day, we had some regular tasks to be completed. We started with refilling water in our tanks, thanks to some kind locals. People across countries have always shown us their hospitality and eagerness to help with no hesitation. We also had to clean our solar panel to receive enough energy, as the weather had been quite cloudy. And finally, some engine maintenance couldn't be overlooked.
While living on the move, we realized how this flexible lifestyle has exposed us to a combination of strategies that keeps us connected and disconnected from the modern world. The edge of the capitalist world has become an ecstasy and a challenge at the same time.
We are more confident to improvise than to lean on regular patterns. And we have developed a sense of adaptation to anywhere and everywhere in the world.
While in town, we stopped to try another traditional plate called encebollado, which is a fish soup with coriander, onion, lemon, yuca, and crispy platanos. Finally, and before leaving the town, we bought some fruits and vegetables for 2 days, since our minimalist lifestyle does not allow any kind of accumulations.
Close to Mompiche, we found a dog shelter. As always, I went to visit to see their situation. Fighting animal cruelty and neglect has converted into my passion, speaking up for those who don't have a voice. Luckily, I am not the only one. I visit animal shelters along the way and come across the same issue.
Simplemente no hay apoyo centavos gubernamental, absolutamente nada. Nosotros les ayudamos a ellos, dándoles, haciendo el trabajo que les toca a ellos.
This is what I want to achieve with my foundation one day, to support those who decided to give a decent life to animals which had been victims of mistreatment, and to contribute to the change of perception and relations between humans and animals, and to raise awareness about animal welfare in general.
When Jana came back from the animal shelter, we took a dip in the ocean and we went for a short hike where we were lucky enough to spot several howler's monkeys. Until now in our journey, we were lucky to follow various points of the Beagle expedition and Darwin's journey in South America. In Patagonia, the Magallanes Strait, Ushuaia and the Beagle Channel, and then in Montevideo and Valparaiso, and now we are at the nearest point to Galapagos Islands. 1,000 kilometers away, hopefully we will be able to visit the archipelago in the future.